Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a very, very special casted game. A casted game that you guys will never forget. Because this is Low Elo Legends. Yep, we're going to be copying the name of T90. But as you can see here, we've got a quality game for you guys today. Because we've got some great Low Elo Legends here. So basically, right, Killer Pigeon was doing a nice little stream, okay? And then he gave a little raid over to a streamer called MatchaMellow. And I was there watching, and then I saw this quality game, and I was like, I gotta cast it. I gotta cast it. Because this was a banger of a game. So I will leave a link to MatchaMellow's Twitch down in the description. Do go give her a follow. Go say hi to her for all me, because okay. Because we've got some quality mining camps, right? Have a look at this. This is Giga Brain mining camp right here. Why spend 100 wood on a mining camp here and a mining camp here when you can just spend 50 and have a 2-in-1? But basically, these two are actually a couple, okay? These two, I believe, are married. So MatchaMellow and Valarus Seige, they are a couple. And they were 1v1ing each other. They're not actually ranked, so this is a custom match. But if these two were ranked, I would think they gotta be... I hate to be rude, but I reckon they would be in bronze. Nothing's wrong with that. I mean, the only way is up, right? But I mean, the first things that we can point out here is, first of all, why are we gathering stone in the Dark Age? Maybe, I mean, we're not playing the Ottomans here. We don't have no Dark Age military school, but I mean, look, we're preparing for the next age. You know, MatchaMellow knows how important 2TC English is. And she's one step ahead of the game, already gathering up the stone for that second TC play. Valarus on the other side of the map. He's doing a little bit of long distance mining, using his prelate to the best of his ability. If anything, this is a next level Giga Brain play right here, right? Because when the villagers are walking back, they get inspired by the prelate. You're not having to do any prelate micro. You're not microing them between the sheep and the gold. You just let the villagers do the work for you. And with that, we got a barracks coming down in the Dark Age here. Valarus is looking to put on some pressure here in the Dark Age. He's identified that Matcha's gonna be doing it as well. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have some Dark Age battles going on right here. Maybe the stone. I mean, you can't actually grab arrow splits in H1. So still, the stone, it's a preemptive second town center at a matcher here. But nonetheless, it's going to be required later on. And you got to think about it as well. It's not like you're spending an extra 50 wood on building the mining camp here, because you got the 2-in-1. You got the 2-in-1. It's perfect. It's perfect. But barracks is going to be down here for the English. Will be also up here for the Holy Roman Empire. So it's going to be Spearman up against Men-at-Arms if either of these players actually looks to start producing from their barracks. We are actually on the map mega random here. So let's have a look at their perspectives. So Valarus has actually scouted out that there's some water over here. So he scouted out the deep sea fish. But obviously, like, fish is overrated, right? We don't need no fish when we got a Dark Age barracks. So totally understandable there. Almost loses the scout. Very close one there. Nice clutch play by Valarus. Matcha, on the other hand, has also scouted out the water, but has she lost the scout? Oh no, never mind. The scout's hit. It's alright, it's alright. The sheep have made their way home. Got some good sheep collecting right here. A little bit of a long distance gathering, but that's alright. We don't mind that. We got the Minework Palace coming in now from Valarus. Pretty decent age up timing here. 5-minute mark. Not bad. Certainly could be better, but when you went for a Dark Age barracks play, mine work at 5 minutes is it's alright. It's alright. The mine work is going to be up relatively soon with 4 villagers on that landmark. Is this where we're going to see some all-in age 2 from Valarus? I mean, we've already got the barracks down. We've got some juicy unique techs in here from the mine work to give spears and horsemen some extra melee. I believe it's melee and range defense. I can't quite remember if that's for the knights. I mean, it's so rare that we see the mine work palace that those unique upgrades do slip my mind sometimes. I really hope we do see some more mine work buffs. I think it's a cool landmark. But back on the other side of the map, Matcha is still yet to age up. We've got all the vills being pulled right here. Matcha, she's identified the issue here. She's identified, we don't have enough food. We need more food. All the villagers over here to food. We got enough stone for 2 TCs. Or 3 TCs, in fact. Time to get the food going. And we also got some more villagers coming over to the gold. And we got the mill coming down. Okay, so we're going to be identifying this issue here of the villagers moving so far. I mean, if anything, right, you're doing them a favor making them walk this far. You know, they need to get in their exercise. Don't have lazy villagers. You need fit villagers. But they're still going to be doing plenty of exercise here. Chopping away at that sheep. In fact, what do they even do to the sheep? They sort of like hit it in the head. And then they sort of just like poke around in it for like a couple minutes. Then like, you know, they drop it off at the mill, which a mill's usually meant for flour. We don't question it, okay? We don't question AoE4 game logic, okay? Okay, we don't question it. The most important thing here for Matcha is that she's now going to be aging up with the council hall right at the back of the base. For some reason, low-level players, low-level legends, low elo legends, right? They love to stick things at the back of the base. I have no clue why. It's interesting to see. Like, the council hall being stuck right at the back of the base here. I mean, it's not bad exactly. It's just kind of interesting. Council hall is going to be up for Matcha. Let's see. Some villagers do get moved over onto the wood. It does look like longbow play is going to be the way here for Matcha. Let's check in back with Valarus because he's been massing up some spears here. Oh boy, we might have an attack on our hands soon. We see the mine work is up. No upgrades in through yet though. So here's the upgrade that I was talking about earlier. Riveted chainmail. Increases the melee armor of spearmen and horsemen by +2. So this is the upgrade that Valarus may look to grab for his spears. The other upgrade, steel bearing. Or steel barding, sorry. Gives an extra 2 melee and 2 ranged armor to knights. Which is always a nice upgrade to grab as well. We've got a nice little couple here farming on a field. Not something you see very often these days. Usually villagers are quite selfish and they take a whole field to themselves, but Valarus has made these two team up. They're going to be farming together there. This one's probably just giving some words of advice right now. But the age up comes through now for Matcha. Council hall has been constructed, and are we going to be seeing longbow? Doesn't seem like it. More houses are going to be constructed though. They're going to have some nice housing constructed here. It does seem like we got some more archers. Okay, up to 6 archers in the queue. So it looks like Matcha is going to be able to deal pretty effectively with the little mass that Valarus has right here. Nothing's been produced yet from the barracks of Matcha. But it's always good to have a preemptive barracks, right? You never know if your opponent could switch into cavalry at any point in time. So just having a barracks here, having the ability to train spearmen at any point in time, is it's always nice to have, right? It looks like Valarus. He's got his scout over here, hidden behind a tree. Look at that, you can barely see him. But he's there. He's sneaking behind the tree. Just making sure that Match is not on the water here whatsoever. And he's gone. Looks like Valarus is now going to be moving out for a forward gold. Kind of smart here. Like, you don't want to be using your back gold, right? This is a safe gold. You got 3,400 gold on that. You've also got 4,000 gold just sitting over here. Why not use up this gold first, right? What about if you're attacked and you've got no gold in your base and you're stuck out here, right? So kind of smart here from Valarus. I like it a lot. Also going to be chopping a little bit of, or not chopping, mining a little bit of stone here. Well, it's nice to have a little bit of stone in the bank. You never know when you want to maybe build a little bit of an outpost. We've got some nice little houses over here for Valarus as well. Nice little scenery here for them. Those villagers have a wonderful view. Have a look at that. Nice little view into the lake. Go out fishing in the morning. Have a little walk in the forest. And then they wander over here to the town center. Greeted by the soldiers watching the town. And you got the minework palace. What would be in the minework palace? I guess like blacksmith sort of people. Smart people, I guess. And then they make their way over to the farms to start their job in the morning. To farm the fields. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, Valarus. Giving your villagers some quality of life right there. Not something that we see every day. I mean, usually I just plonk my houses anywhere. Which, you know, I need to think more about the villager lives, right? But Valarus is going to continue chopping. Goes for a little bit of a forward lumber camp here. Also grabbing forestry now. Nice upgrade to grab right there. Neither player looking to push quite yet. Match has built a decent number of longbow. Dropping down that blacksmith as well. Maybe we do see a steeled arrow coming in. Maybe a little bit of a push with the longbow. But it looks like Valarus, he's stacking up a lot of resources right now. This might be the famous fast Imperial Beastie Cutie build order right here. I mean, I'm just saying. We're stacking up a lot of resources real fast right here. We got the prelate out here buffing up these villagers as well. Still gathering up a little bit of stone. And with this stone, we could be seeing a keep drop coming down. Okay, no, we're going to be using the stone for some walls. Very, very smart. I like this a lot. I mean, Match is on the way. Matcha is on the way. She's coming in hot. Hot off the press with these longbow. But Valarus is here. He's got some men-at-arms now. Oh, yes. He's ready. He's got the early men-at-arms in the queue. He's got the spearmen ready. He's got the wolves at the ready. But Match has got a decent force here. 16 longbow. It's going to be a tough one here for Valarus. He's in fact preemptively brought away his villagers from the gold mine. How would he know? With his scout all the way stuck behind a tree. It's almost like he knew that the archers are on the way. We see here, archers taking out the first two spearmen right there. Villager might get taken out constructing the wall, but Valarus, he's going in. Men-at-arms starting to take down those longbow. Longbow not able to do a lot of damage, but the numbers here for Matcha are able to slowly whittle them down. Last men-at-arm left does get taken out, and that poor villager does get taken down. Matcha right now, huge villager advantage. She's up by 6 villagers, and Valarus, he's got 13 idle villagers right now. In reaction to this, Valarus is going to be immediately dropping down a stable and an archery range. Really, really smart out of Valarus right there. Needs to get out some horsemen and some archers ASAP. Also drops down an outpost. Matcha, for the time being, going to be focusing down the mining camp here. Wants to reduce Valarus's vision as much as possible. As at the moment, Valarus can still see all of Match's units coming in because of this mining camp. So he's here. Valarus going to be constructing some archers. He's almost got enough to age up. Maybe, okay, going to be helping them inside the town center. Looking to keep them safe inside. You don't know when these longbow could pounce on you. So, very smart right there. Looks like a load of resources have just been spent on some more men-at-arms. Oh, we were so close to a Burgrave play. This could have been the redeeming factor here for Valarus. He could have, you know, he's got a decent food economy. Maybe if we saw a few more, or if we cancel these men-at-arms, we could get the age up through now. We could stick down the Burgrave, rush it up with all of these villagers, and start to pump out those veterancy upgrades for the men-at-arms. Start to really pump out these units. I feel like Match would be in a pretty bad position, though. In saying that, I think it's been left a little bit late now. Match almost has enough resources here to age up, and could be the White Tower. You know, a White Tower in the base here. That's a Burgrave push pretty much shut down right there. And Matcha, oh god, Valarus is in some problems now. He's in the deep water. He is in the deep water because we got a ram coming up. And Valarus at the moment, he's got 5 men-at-arms and 2 spears. Match, oh no, siege work. Oh man, siege tower coming down as well. I mean, it makes sense, right? Valarus has these walls up, so going for some siege towers to try and get on top of these walls, get the extra little bonuses you get from standing on top of the walls. Really smart. And instead of bringing your own villagers to build your own wall, just make use of Valarus's. We've actually got a ton of siege coming down. 3 rams, 4 rams, 2 siege towers. 3, oh no, never mind. That's a battering ram. That's a battering ram. It's 2 siege towers, 4 battering rams. Valarus is in some real problems right now. He's continuing to make men-at-arms. He really needs to pump these out. We see he's also got some archers. Also now training up some horsemen. He's finally getting that wood economy sorted out. We see that siege for Matcha looking super strong right here. Almost got enough resources to age up. Just a little bit more gold needed. A couple more drop-offs from these 2 villagers, and we'll be looking pretty safe. Matcha at the moment hasn't produced villagers for quite... Oh, okay. We got a lot of villagers in the queue. I think we missed a little bit of villager production. We still seem to be stuck on 28, but look, the most important thing is that we're ahead of Valarus, okay? That's all that Match is thinking right now, okay? I'm ahead of Valarus. We're chilling. But Valarus, he's built up a force. I'll give it to him. He's got quite the force over here. In fact, he never mind, ignore me. I was going to say he hasn't grabbed his upgrade, but he's still in the Feudal Age. So he's doing his best here with what he's got. He's got some spears. He's got some men-at-arms. He's got some archers. He's got some horsemen. And Matcha, she's looking strong right now. This force is looking strong. We're up to 21 archers, 4 rams, 2 siege towers, and a scout. Valarus, he's in some real trouble right here. We've got a market being dropped down for him. He realizes that he's got a lot of gold in the bank right now, that he has not a lot to spend on. So maybe he looks to buy up a little bit more food, look to produce a couple more men-at-arms. We'll have to see what he does with this. Maybe he's looking to start up some trade. Always could be it could be a good call when you're struggling a little bit on the gold. But as we just identified, Valarus at the moment sitting pretty happy at 620 gold. His main issue right now is Valarus. She's going to be pushing in here, looking to focus down the horsemen first with the longbow. Maybe we see impalings coming through. We got the siege towers here looking to body block. Super smart move out of Matcha here, using the siege towers as a nice little block here. Valarus, he can't see the units. The micro Valarus is doing right now, he can't do it because the siege towers are in the way. Super smart move out of Matcha right there. But I think the army's just too big for Valarus. Matcha does look to get cleaned up right there. And now this is where Matcha could be in some trouble, because Valarus, he's got a massive force right here. the men-at-arm force, the archer force. We've got more archers coming in for Matcha. But the question is it going to be enough? As the siege towers do look to get cleaned up, as well as the rams, unfortunately not getting in a lot of damage right there. Matcha had her opportunity, but Valarus, he prepared well. He knew exactly what was coming and prepared perfectly with the men-at-arms and the horsemen. And now Matcha's in some real trouble. She's got enough to age up, so maybe we see the age up coming through. A white tower at the front of the base here could save her the game. Because this is scary. This is a scary force running towards your base right now. If I'm Matcha, I'm like, oh god, what do I do? And it looks like it's just going to be, it's going to be a lot of longbow. But I think, as we just saw, longbow isn't the right call here up against men-at-arms and horsemen, right? But I guess if you've got a big enough army of longbow, anything's possible, right? And that siege tower's going to get taken out. Unfortunately, the siege towers and the rams not coming in too handy right there. But I really felt like it came down to the lack of longbow numbers for Matcha. It was a smart move though with the siege towers, blocking out your opponent's vision so they can't micro down your army. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And Valarus is now going to be healing up his army with the prelate here. Going to be able to heal these all back up to full HP before he continues his push. And now he can return safely back to the gold with this perfectly positioned mining camp right here. I feel sorry for Valarus' villagers having to lug gold all the way over here to here. That must get tiring. 10 bits of gold as well. How heavy do you think a piece of gold is in Age of Empires 4? Because I'm thinking maybe it's like a coin. I mean, you got 4,000 gold here, so I feel like it's got to be like a coin, right? But then they're like gold bars here. So maybe it's like lugging around a gold bar. But I'm like, you can't fit 4,000 bits of gold bars here, right? You can sort of see on their back, there's like lots of chunks. Either way, there's got to be a long way to walk. But it looks like Valarus is now preparing to push. Just going to be defending this gold mine, it seems. Matcha at the moment. What is the plan at the moment? We got more builds are in the queue. Another mill going to be dropped down. We've got some nice farms going here. And okay, we got the villagers are being pulled here. Matcha's like, okay, we need food. Bring all the peasants. I require food immediately. It's definitely not what she sounds like, but that's what we're going to be going with. Nice little community meeting here. Discussing the daily news. Nice little gathering right there. Valarus, back to villager training. I like to see it. I like to see it. We need to catch up with Matcha here. We're down by 13 villagers, but that's all right. It's all right. We're up in military, right? And we can always think about fishing as well. We still got the potential to fish. Lots of deep sea fish available to us over here. Could always be handy to grab. And Valarus at the moment is significantly ahead when it comes to that score. Stacking up quite a bit of wood. Maybe we see some more farms. We do, in fact, see some more farms coming down. Maybe we even see some more town centers coming down. And what is going on here? Oh my god, we got a white tower. We got a white tower. We got a white tower. Boys, pull everyone. Pull everyone. How many villagers have we got here? We got all of them. We've got all 40 villagers. We got 20 longbow. We got everything being pulled here. We got the white tower being dropped in the base right here. But Valarus, he's ready. He's got the army here. Is textiles? We don't have textiles. Matcha, this is risky. Pulling all your villagers like this for the white tower. You don't have textiles. We're gonna have to see if Valarus can look to hold this one off. Maybe before we go in with the villagers, maybe we get some more siege towers down and we garrison the builds inside for their nice little transport to the white tower here. But it looks like Valarus is going to be moving in now with his army. Going to be focusing down the longbows first, taking out the army before the villagers. But this might be a mistake. This is giving Matcha time to construct the white tower. And with 40 villagers here, This is going to go up in no time. We got a couple archers helping out here. The longbows look to be left here with 6 remaining. Valarus realizes that the white tower needs to be dealt with how quickly it's going up. I don't think he stops it though. I don't think you can stop it. It's gonna go up. Matcha gets up the white tower. Gonna be garrisoning. Please, please, please garrison the bills. Please garrison the bills. Please garrison the bills, Matcha. Okay, we're not gonna bother about garrisoning the bills, okay? We just make units and let the white tower do the rest. Okay, we're gonna be doing a little bit of repairing, and now, okay, now we hop the villagers inside. Now the white tower's gonna be firing a lot more damage. We've got some spears in the queue now as well. We're looking pretty good here. All the builds have been pulled here for Valarus, it seems. Few builds left on the farming economy, but everything else has been pulled, it seems. We've got a couple archers here still remaining, helping out. White tower still has so much health left on it. Valarus, he's down. He's losing so many builds, but Matcha, she's got all 20 builds inside the white tower. Not training any more from the town center whatsoever. In fact, doesn't have enough food to even train another villager. This is truly an all-in play right here. The question is, can Matcha win the game like this? I mean, I felt like you got enough gold and wood in the bank to make a trebuchet, right? We're on Valarus's perspective. There we go. So, I mean, making a couple trebuchets, maybe even making a ram, and trying to go for the landmark snipe could be the play here, because Valarus is down to 12 villagers, all of which are over here on the farms. I felt like you could just get out a trebuchet and start to take down the Minework Palace in the town center, because Valarus he's finding it hard here. I mean, this just shows how good the white tower is. So many units here, so much army for him. It's unable to take down this white tower. Spring and placement comes through as well. Matcha in such a strong position right here. We got a villager back at home as well, bringing in a little bit of food. Couple trips, you'll be able to train another villager, then another one, and before you know it, your whole economy's back. The white tower's on fire. The question is, will it get repaired up in time? It does look like the army for Valarus has been completely cleaned up right there. Villager going down. Horseman getting taken out. And Valarus, he's left on 11 vills. No chance of making any more villagers from this town center without being instantly deleted by the white tower. Villager's going to be hopping out, repairing up the white tower as well. When you didn't think the white tower could get any stronger, out pop the villagers and it starts to get repaired up. Absolutely triple A class build out of Matcha. Knows exactly what to do when it comes to the white tower. And I mean, at this point in time, a Valarus, there it is. GG's called. I mean, Valarus, he was out of the game ever since that white tower went up, let's be honest. And with that, GG is called. Matcha going to be taking the win. Well, if you did enjoy this game, please do feel free to leave a like. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. And remember to check out Matcha in the link below.